Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for May 3rd, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, we'll do a geometry pass. Apparently, I not only missed some geometry yesterday, but I also pencil marked something that made a very lucky mistake, so I apologize for that. But we move on. We try not to make mistakes in the future. All right, 1, 5, 6. We need 1 and 5. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything with that. Just the 6, no. 3, 4, the 3? Actually, yeah, I mean, it's just we have these 3s, but I can mark that since I see it. 2 and 3. Ooh, interesting. I mean, it's not quite there, but 2 and 3 need to go in these 3 cells. And this cell here sees a 3. But yeah, you can't do anything with that right now. 2 and 3, we do need a 3 in one of these 2 as well, but that doesn't help. 4, 8, 9. So we need 4, 8, 9 in these 4. Ooh, we see 4 and 8 here. We see 4. Okay, yeah, all I'm seeing is we have these 2 4s. That's basically what I'm seeing. But 4, 8, 9, I wish. Getting a 9 anywhere here would do it. All right, well, it's not there. This column, no. All right. 2, 4, 6 against here. 2, 5, 6 against here. I mean, we have the 2 2s. Let's put a 2 on these 2. 2, 5, 6. Wait, this cell. Yeah, we have it. Okay, 2, 5, and 6. Where do they go in this row? This is what I call geometry, because I'm just looking at the location of givens and then checking the digits, right? So I have a really detailed video on geometry linked in the description. So feel free to watch that if you want to learn more. All right, so 2, 5, and 6. Where do they go in this row? Because the row needs all 3 of them. So we need 3 cells in order to place 2, 5, and 6. Well, they aren't here because we can't repeat in the box. They're not 3 and 8, so they're not there. Now this cell here sees a 5 and a 6 in the column and a 2 in the box. So it can't be 2, 5, or 6. So we can't put a 2, 5, or 6 in here. So these are the only 3 cells that can be 2, 5, 6. So they must be 2, 5, 6. So we can just pencil 2, 5, 6 in there. And what that does is it evicts anything else we thought could be in those cells, because now they can't be. The easiest way to kind of represent that is to see what this triple ends up being. It's just the 3 remaining digits. We need a 1. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7. We have 8. We need 9. This one's not the 7. So if we look in this row, now the 7's in one of these 2. You might say, what about here? Well, the 2, 5, or 6 goes there. So a 7 cannot. Remember, we evict things. So if none of these are 7, the 7 goes in one of these 2. That point's in here. None of these are 7. The 7 looks up. 7's in one of these 2. That's very nice. It means these aren't 7. And these aren't 7, which is information we didn't know before. This also isn't 7. All right, so the 7 corner marks are going to try to remind us that we shouldn't be penciling 7s anywhere else. Okay, there's also a corollary that might work out. Yeah, actually the 8 does, which is the 3 and 8 are going to look back in here. And we already know these aren't 3, 8. So we already have the 3 marked, but if we look, the 8, look in here, placing the 8 in this box. Might as well follow up with the 8s over here. We know the 1 looks up here, so actually what we have, it's very interesting. This 1 looking up puts a 1 in one of these 2. So what is this telling us? Well, we have the corner marked 1s and the corner marked 7s in these 2 cells, and they aren't anywhere else. So one of these 2 cells must be a 1, and one of these 2 cells must be a 7. Well, if one of them's a 1, one of them's a 7, we actually have a hidden pair here, meaning they can't put a 9 there. Well, if that can't be 9, the only place for 9 in the row is there, so we can place that 9. And this is the remaining pair, 3, 9, but the 9 tells us that's 3, that's 9. All right, I think I want to just keep following up on this band because we're getting a lot out of it. We know this isn't 7 or 8, which are 2 of out of the 4 digits we need. We need a 1, 6, it looks like. Okay. Is there anything else obvious I can do here? This isn't 7. Well, we know this isn't 6 or 7, so this is 1, 8. This isn't 1, so it's 6, 7, 8. This isn't 6, so it's 1, 7, 8. It's not really good enough. Is there anything? So the 6 looks through here, and the 2 looks in. The 8 and 9 already placed. Okay, I'm not sure we have more to do here. Unless this cell's limited. It only sees the 7, though. It's not 2, 7. It's not 6. I think that's good enough. So it could be 1. It's not 2. It could be 3. It's not 4. It could be 5. And that should be it. It's not 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, 1, 3, 5. You know what? I didn't get as much out of this band as I was hoping. So we'll do more scans later. Let's just keep looking for geometry. So we might have more geometry related to all the digits we just placed in this box. So like we can look at these cells, the 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. We already have 3 and 4 in this column, so that's gonna remove a bunch. But we do need 2, 6, and 9 here. No, we can't. Oh, the 6 is placed. Wow, I was gonna say we can't do anything, but the 6 is placed. This can't be 6. This can't be 6, and this can't be 6. So my 4 highlighted cells, where 6 needs to be in one of them, can only be here. So that's our 6 for the column. Those are going to look up. Might as well. Oh, and that's going to place. Oops, sorry, the 6 here. 6 is in one of these two. Let's just look at the rest of this column. There's only 3 digits left. We need a 2, 5, 7. This sees 5 and 7, so that's our 2. Leaving a 5, 7 pair here. You know, we might solve this puzzle before we get to our normal scanning. Well, it doesn't matter. Anything looking down here? 2, 3, 6? Unfortunately, no. If this was 7, actually the 7 is almost placed. It's one of these two. In fact, are we almost done with 7s? No, we're not even close. There was something we placed a bunch of, the 6s. So we have 6s here. We have 6s here. We have 6s here. Ooh, wait. No, 6 in this box is placed. That's going to help. So 6 here is placed, so that's 1. And now in this box, the 6 can only go right there. And that places our 2 as well, giving us our 5, giving the 6. Now notice when I place the 6, it takes the place of a 7 and 8 corner mark. So we removed one place for 7 and 8. That means there's only one place for 7, and now there's only one place for 8. So normally I do that quickly, but I like to explain that sometimes. 1, 4 pair. And this is 3, 5, 7. So it's not a 5. All right, well that really helped this band. Do I even want to look for geometry at this point? 7 in this column is one of these two. Let's see, 6, 7. So we need 5 and 9. Okay. I think I'm gonna do standard scans at this point, but you know what I'm gonna do? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just look at one box at a time. So we got 1, 5, and 6. So we do have the 2 5s. This 5 helps. What's a 5 in one of these two? The 1 does not help. 6. We're done with 6s. I don't have to worry about 6s. So this box is nothing. 3 and 4. So we know the 4 is somewhere here, meaning this cell's worth marking. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be 5. Oh, no, it can't be 5. Sees a 5 in the column. It can't be 5, 6. Oh, so the 5 is also here, by the way. Anyway, so far it can't be any of those digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be 7. Can't be 8. Could be 9. So we're down to 7, 9 only. Does that mean this is only 4, 9? Yeah, we have 4, 5, 7, 9 left for the box. I probably should have just done that all at once. 4, 5, 7, 9, not 5, 7. So it's 4, 9 only. And this can't be 7, 9. So it's 4, 5 only. Okay. Anyway, back up to here. We had the 3, the 4. I really don't think... We're going to have to go vertical to do anything with this top band here. Obviously, I don't need anything horizontally here, so I'm just going to scan these and scan upwards as well. We don't care about 6s. They're done. 7. We got the vertical 7. All right, 5, 6, 7, 9. Not 6. 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. We do have 2 9s looking up. What's going to finish this puzzle? Probably just like penciling. All right, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 8. So we do have these 8s looking up. That's an 8, one of these two. 3, 1, 2. Oh, the 2s. Put a 2 in one of these two. And I am scanning over here for twos and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 8. Okay. What are the 4 digits left in this box? We can pencil everything. We do need a 1, which can go in these 3. We need the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 8 and 9. So the 8s can go here, and I think 9 is completely open. All right. I don't think that does anything for me. So let's just look for low-hanging fruit. I bet there's a bunch. Maybe vertically. So this column needs a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got all the high digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this can't be. These can't be 1. Fortunately, this can be. But that leaves 2, 3, 4, and the top one's not 3. 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. Looking for stuff. This isn't 2, so it's 1, 3, 4. Not super amazing. Any other? Any restricted rows? No. This row. We need a 2, 4, 5, 8. Well, this isn't 2, 5, so it's 4, 8 only. 2, 4, 5, 8. This one's not 5 or 8, so it's 2, 4. This is any of them. Okay. Why is this holding on? What does it still have to give here? The 3. This box needs a 3. The 3 looks down. This 3 looks in. And it's not enough. They're in one of these 3. This 8 looks into this box, and this 8 looks down. So there's an 8 right here. These 8s look up, putting an 8 somewhere up here. So now we know this cell is quite limited. It's not the 8 or 9, right? Actually, in fact, let's just think about the whole box. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I mark it, you'll see. I think it's just the 1, 4 looking down. So yeah, we don't want to mark that one. That's not 4. Oh, and this isn't 1 or 2. 3, 4, 3, 5. Still nothing. Amazing. Where else do I want to look? Where else do I want to look? I feel like because I didn't really do a proper scan, I'm not as familiar with the puzzle layout. It's got to be something to do with this box. It's just so open. Do I think about, maybe I'll think about this row then. So we need a 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. No, that's too many. No, not 5. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So this is 2, not 3, not 7, 8, 9. So 2, 8, 9. This can't be 8, 9. So this is 2, 3, 7. This also isn't 8, 9. Ooh, we have a hidden 8, 9 pair. Look at that. Right. No, it can be here. Sorry. Not a hidden 8, 9 pair. But this can't be 8, 9 either. So it's 2, 3, 7. Darn it. I got too excited. There are 3 places for 8, 9. 2, 3, 7. Maybe I should think about this column. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. All the low digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. There's really nothing. This one's not 7. What are we doing here? I don't see it. Amazing that I got all of this and like most of this stack and it's hanging on. Maybe there's something I missed here that I could have followed up on. This is still 4, 5, 7, 9. Looks like it. The 1, 5, 6. I'm just trying to see like what looks down through here and here. Did I look at this row? 1, 3, 4, 9. Oh, this one's not 1. It's 3, 4, 9. This one's not 3. It's 1, 4, 9. So I didn't look at it. I'm not sure it helped. The 1 is actually in one of these two for the row. Is that helpful? Yeah, I mean, we know the 1's in one of these two in this box. Also, the 3 is down here. Maybe that's helpful. The 3 pointing in, along with this 3, it puts a 3 in one of these two. So this cell is probably limited because it can't be 3. The 3's point in. So it's not 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. It's not 5, 6, 7. It could be 8, 9. Oh, it's not 8. 4, 9 only. Ooh, 4, 9 sounds familiar. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it's right here. I have a really interesting argument here. Sorry, this is a much easier way to put it. This is a quad. This is a 1, 3, 4, 9 quad. And I know that because you don't even have to look at the digits, right? It was forced to be this way. And this is what I was going to argue, is this cell here is the same as this cell here. And it's because we know there's 4 digits left in this row. You don't have to look at what the digits are. There's 4 open cells, so there's 4 digits left in this row. So whatever these 3 end up being, this ends up being the 4th one, right? And I see that that's going to be a 4 or a 9. But I also see that this cell here is going to be a 4 or a 9. So if these force this to be either a 4 or a 9, it's going to do the same thing to this cell. Therefore, these two are the same digit. Now, knowing that this is a quad and this is a quad tells you the same thing. It's the same quad. It's the 1, 3, 4, 9 quad. So these two end up the same digit. Now, what we can really do is just say we have a 1, 3, 4, 9 quad in this box. I'm going to leave these highlighted just to show that that happens. But you can see that no matter how these 3 resolve, they're going to, one of them won't be the 4 or 9, because that 4 or 9 will be here and that 4 or 9 will be here. So I don't know if there's any clearer way to explain that. Hopefully one of those is understandable. Let me give some examples. Let's say this ends up 3, this ends up 4, and this ends up 1. Then both of these are 9, right? If this ends up 4 and this ends up 1, now that doesn't actually work. That can't happen because this ends up 9 and now these can't be anything, right? So that's never going to happen. We're never going to have both 4 and 9 up here. So let's say this was 4, these both wouldn't be 9 because these are 9s, right? So we could do the 1 and the 3, right? No matter how it resolves. Let me resolve it with a 9. How about 9, 3, and 1? Then these both end up 4, right? So you can see from my examples. Now, obviously, that's not a proof, but the proof is what I stated earlier, which is this is the same quad as this. And so whatever this ends up being, these 3 won't be it. And so this has to be it as the one that these aren't in that same quad. Anyway, what this means is 1, 3, 4, 9 can't go in these 3 cells. So this cannot be a 4, so this has to be an 8. And then this is a 2, 5 pair. Hopefully the amount of time I spent on that was worth it. 2, 5 looks up, that's not a 2. That makes an 8, 9 pair in this row, so this can't be 8, 9. That makes this a hidden 8, 9 pair. And this is not 2 or 7, so this has to be a 3. Giving us 5, giving us the 4 down here as well, which resolves both of these as 9. But let me show you how it resolves it as 9. I won't just use that. So that's not a 9 and that's not a 9. And now this is a 1, 3, 4 triple. Or another way to put it is, where does 9 go in this row? It can only go right there. So that's our 9. All right. That would have been another way to prove that those two are the same digit, is where does this digit go in this row? And it ends up having to go there. All right. So that's the gray. No, that's 2. That's 5. That's 2. That's a 4. That's 7. I think we collapsed it. That's 1 and 7. That's 8, 1. Here we get our 9. We get the 7 and the 2. We get the 3 and the 7. I'm just doing naked singles based on the red marks. That's 5. This can't be 3, so that's 1. That's 3. All right. 3, 4, 7. So this is 4, 7. 3, 4, 7. Oops. Let's clean up these 1s. I thought we were done, which I didn't clean it up. Oh, this cell here's done. Looks like it's a 4. That should help a lot, I think. Maybe it's not as much as I hoped. What are these 2 digits? We need the 1. The 1 is placed, of course. We need the 5, which gives us, oopsie. That's 7, that's 5. That's 3. That places the 7 in the box based on our corner mark. That's 4, 1, and 3. That's 4 and 1. That's 2 and 4. That's our 9 and 2, 8 and 9. Final digit is an 8. There we go. Alrighty. That was a neat quad there. And it feels like that was needed to spot this quad, or the hidden 258 triple. But yeah, the way I spotted it was I really enjoyed that. I like being able to explain kind of concepts like that. And if you can understand concepts where you can color two digits that are the same, that can open the door to more complex advanced strategies in Sudoku. Coloring is a really great way. And coloring can be used for a lot of different things, but coloring digits that are the same, or even groups of digits that have to end up somewhere else as another group of digits, like that sort of thing can open the door to understanding advanced strategies without having to like go through the rigor. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.